songs. Okay, madam, proceed, madam, proceed.
Okay, sir. Respected all, Principal Sir, VP Sir, and Dean Academic Sir, and our management, it is a great honor and privilege to introduce our esteemed chief guest for today Faculty Development Program, Dr. Sudhaharan Periyakarapan. Dr. Sudhaharan is currently serving as a professor and head of Department of Computer Science and Engineering at SRMTRP Engineering College, Tiruchirappalli. With an illustrious academic career spanning over 25 years of teaching experience at both undergraduate and postgraduate levels. He has made significant contribution to the field of computer science and engineering. He completed his BE Computer Science and Engineering from Bharathidasan University, Tiruchirappalli, ME Computer Science and Engineering from Anna University, Chennai, MBA Information Technology from Sikkim Manipal University. He was awarded his PhD Computer Science and Engineering from Anna University, Chennai in the year of 2016. Dr. Sudhaharan is an active researcher with more than 25 research publications in reputed international journals and conferences. His areas of expertise include machine learning, computer vision, opinion mining, data mining, information retrieval, and web mining. He has successfully guided around 15 postgraduate projects and several undergraduate projects, nurturing young minds towards research and innovation. Adding to his academic excellence, he has participated over 93 conferences, workshops, and seminars, demonstrating his continuous commitment to professional development and knowledge sharing. We are indeed fortunate to have such a distinguished academician, researcher, and leader among us today. On behalf of the management, faculty members, and participants, I extend a warm welcome to Dr. Sudhaharan and invite him to enlighten us with his valuable insights. One of the moment is he has achieved a lot of funded project, and it's a very popular project is non-Mudalvan project. I want this time I want to mention that, and as of now he achieved IEEE Epics project also. Thank you, sir. Welcome once again, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for your nice introduction, madam. Thank you, madam. I welcome you all on behalf of Computer Science Engineering, SRM DRP Engineering College. So this is the 5th day. So with your cooperation, the FDP goes very smoothly, and wonderful support from participation side. So from these 4 days, so we talk about what is LLM, introduction about the LLM, and what are the different types of models, and what are the different type of architectures, how it can be represented with the small applications examples. So today at the end, we are end of the topics in LLM. So all the data, models, everything is created. Now the LLM will produce the output. Whatever we give the prompt. So LLM, based on the prompt, the LLM, so model, architecture, whatever the case. Now we have some doubt. How we trust the data? Is this LLM data is evaluated? Is it properly get output? Whether it is the data is explainable, its data is responsible to the particular information. That is the 3 topics today we will see one by one. One second, I will share my screen. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. So actually, so today we going to discuss about the large language model. That is a So previously I mentioned large language model. So we last 4 days we talk about so what is model, what is introduction, why it is used, why it is used, how the layer will be, how all the details. Now we will get the data from LLM, whether it is evaluated data, whether it is explainable, and whether it is a responsible one or not. Because so hallucination is one of the very crucial name related to LLM nowadays. So previously we are talking about Google previous language training model. It's somewhat simple answers. Now the LLM nowadays ChatGPT like ChatGPT and Gemini, we talk about some precious information, and some information is more precious is based on the what data we trained is very important. So what is LLM? We know, all of you know what is a large language model. The learn patterns from the massive text data. Massive text data. So example nowadays, including school children also, they are familiar with the Chat GPT and Gemini and Claude. All of you, we accept all these originalities. So one of the bad aspects with respect to LLM, we are reduce the usage of our human brain. So the first topic, why LLM is matters nowadays. So because of the fast emerging field and fast growing market, the competitions are very tough. So within 5 minutes, different type of same type of business will be started by so many people. So based on that, we need act upon to compete with others. We go for this type of LLM matters. So LLM can read, write, understand, and generate human language at the scale. So understand the questions in natural language. It generate like human responses. What we talk about, it is like what we talk. So you can give different prompt, like you ask questions to some other people, some other human. So that is a user-friendly one. Then we can summarize, we can translate, we can explain the content. So the content will be the English. You can ask, say, please give me as a Tamil translation, it will give. Please give me as a German language, it will give. Please explain this content more depth, it will give. But these type of options are not available or not getting through Google and other previous LLMs. And also we learn pattern from massive text. So we get a massive text. What are the peoples, what are the major peoples available in this particular state or particular district? It will get the data and it will give these type of peoples are live in this city. It will give some patterns also. We know what is data mining, what is the classification and all. So why LLM matter to people everyday impact? Because of the fast response, we compete with others. So easy interaction with the technology. Before LLM, we needed technical commands or coding. So nowadays, it is like a user-friendly language. It's like your natural mother tongue language. Like you can just ask in plain English. So no grammatical to be followed. It automatically adjusted with the grammatical errors. They can suggest some what you preferred. So example, explain this document in simple words. Write an email to my manager. So very simple. Very simple. It will give some detailed, very alternative contents. So how the LLM mostly impact on education and training. Nowadays, the students, we are focusing on all the engineering and foreign abroad education system. Most of the classes are conducted through online, and also students can learn through self-learning and submit their case studies using online platform, using different LMS portal. So nowadays the LLM is mainly used for education as well as business aspects. So there is a personalized training and a 24/7 doubt clarification. Nowadays students no need to, teachers help. Mostly they are taking phone and putting keywords to LLM, and it will give and study the what the new concept teacher taught today. So content creation for teachers is very easy now. Now so many content creator is easy for teachers preparing notes, question bank, etc. So the Google Notebook LM is one of the famous LLM tools available now, and also we can get Gemini also and other tools also. So example, we have virtual teaching assistant. So we have to compare what is a comparison between before LLM existence and after LLM. So before LLM, that is a rule-based system. All we know what is data mining, what is rule mining. So based on that, we can retrieve the data, we can classify the data, we can clustering the data, something. Then hard coded, then limited interaction, then task specific AI. But after the new LLM introduced the language based intelligence and learn from data, because all the data sets available, all the data sets are linked to the particular ALM, all the data to be trained, already trained, and daily based on our prompt, the data will be trained daily. Then general purpose AI. So these are the some why the LLM is matter nowadays. Then one aspects of benefit, and we acted upon faster response, we competed with other other peoples, and etc. So on the other side, how it will get the based on the data, what are the challenges to get this type of data? So the challenges may be first and foremost challenge is hallucination, that is confident but whether it is correct answer or wrong, because the data produced in the LLM is based on what we trained, so not the original intelligence. So in case of we are putting some prompt, the data is not aware of that LLM, so it will give some false information also. So the training and the prompt is very, very important. Then the information is a bias. So nowadays, so many artificial intelligence tools is biased by the multiple peoples, by business peoples, to getting the customer sales or something. So then it is a cost effective one. The LLM is a expensive one. That is a privacy. Data leakage risk is also available, and explainability, that is a black box decisions. Black box decisions means we don't know how the internal process will done. We don't know. That is a black box. We will get the data based on our prompt. We will based on our queries. So, but whether the process will be pakka or whether the process will be doing correctly, did it correctly, that is we don't know exactly. Then multilingual issues and ethics also, and evaluation. So these are some major challenges. These are what we discussed in further slides. These are the three important topics. What is evaluation, what is explainability, and what is meant by responsible LLM. So these are some major challenges we faced in the LLM. So next we move on to our topic. So main topic, why evaluation, explainability, and responsibility matters in LLM. So what is evaluation? So evaluation means measuring how well an LLM perform given task, accuracy, reliability, fairness, and safety. So what we give in prompt, it will give some outputs. But how can we evaluate? How we can trust or evaluate is this original or is this? So based on that, we have to follow some evaluation mechanism. So it is a responsible for the particular LLM companies. Why it is important? LLM can generate incorrect answers. It shows bias. It base fail in real-time scenarios. Without evaluation, you cannot trust the model. So, for example, customer support chatbot evaluated on response correctness, customer satisfaction, escalation accuracy. If the evaluation is poor, the LLM will give the wrong advice. LLM will give the wrong advice even the product is good. Again, it implies the customer will be dissatisfaction and they are not purchasing the product. So automatically the company goes to loss. So what is evaluated? So we discuss about the five aspects of evaluation. First, we concentration, accuracy. Is this answer is correct? Then it is a consistency. Does it give the answer repeatedly? So again and again, the same answer will come means the answer will be consistent. Then what is robustness? It will handle incomplete input. Then bias. It is treat all group fairly. And latency, is it fast enough for real-time use? So evaluation is a very important to test the that is given output is accuracy, reliable, and fairness and safety. So that is why we go for evaluation. So what is explainability? We talk about what is in short. We will detail further slides. We will detail what is evaluation, what are the different types of evaluation, what is explainability, what is responsibility. We will see one by one in separately. But before that, you will get a correct idea. So I will give some concept, some root concept, and then go with the detailed manner. So explainability means understanding why, how an LLM produced this output. So normally, so as a human being, so we get some information, we get some reply from human. We think about why he is telling like that, how it is telling, how he is told like that. That is, we have to imagine. So in normal human to human interaction. So the same way, so LLM, then how and why they produce output in what way. That is called LLM is explainability is based on the block boxes, which is risky because we don't know as a output, as a customer, as a end user, we don't know what black box is doing. Why it is important? It builds the user trust. It helps debug error. It requires regularity compliance, essential in high risk domain. So you see key questions. Why did the model give this answer? Which input influence the output? Can human verify the decision? Can human verify the decision? So these are the some important. You take this in a real world example. That is a loan approval system. In previously, we are submitting the loan application. It will give reject. It was rejected means it will told that in company or software simply it told that legal and ethical issues. But after invention, after introducing about the LLM, the application given to LLM, it automatically the loan approval system it told that why, because it read the data about the customer loan approval form and it tell that your income factor is one of the major concern to reject the application, and your credit score, your CIBIL score is very low or the not good. This type of specific output it produced with the LLM. So that's why we go for explainability, then how the data will produce the data, why and how. So third one, responsibility. So very important aspects about the data. The responsible ensure that is ethically safe and accountable. Because nowadays, so based on the drained data, the data is not ethically means it will lead to so many drawbacks and so many damages in the world. So risk without responsibility, that is a misinformation, discrimination, privacy leaks, harmful or legal content. So these are some responsible practices, that is bias, that is a fair training data, and privacy, that is a no sensitive data leakage, safety, that is called a content filtering will be used, accountability, the human loop, and the governance, that is government having some AI policies, what we used, what we restricted. An example, we can, what is a you take an example, healthcare assistant. So LLM give medical advice. The responsibility answers are clear disclaimers, then doctor oversight, no unsafe prescriptions. So these are the some responsible aspects of LLM. So again, once again, I will shortly go through. So LLM changes. So what is a evaluation? Why evaluation is matter in LLM? Why explainability matter in LLM? Why responsibility matters in LLM? Now we move on to LLM, that is evaluation in detail. So in LLM evaluation, can we trust AI output? Is the model suitable for education, research, or industry use? How do we compare ChatGPT, Gemini, and Cloud, and etc.? How do we measure the useful beyond accuracy? So, unlike traditional machine learning and LLM generated language, so evaluation is a multi-dimensional, not whether it is right or wrong. So we are not investigating right or wrong. It is a multi-dimensional aspect. What is multi-dimensional aspect? Where data can be evaluated all the aspects by human, by ethics. So all the time, whether data, whether privacy, whether accountability. So we have different types of LLM evaluation methods. So evaluation, automatic evaluation method is available, and benchmark based evaluation is available, human evaluation is available, text based real world evaluation is available, safety and ethical evaluation is available. So these are you show the summary of this evaluation method. So the level one, that is called automatic evaluation. So automatic evaluation means we as a LLM generators, we are using some precision score, some metrics methods. We are getting automatic evaluation. At level two, that is human evaluation. So based on the human, the quality of data and the usefulness of data to be evaluated. Level three, test-based evaluation. That is real-world performance to be evaluated. Fourth level, safety and ethics. That is we evaluated what are the risk and compliances available in the data. And the fifth one is system deployment evaluation. That is speed, cost, and scalability. How much the cost, how much the speed, and what will be the cost factor, and what will be the scalability factor. That is what will be the scalability means what will be the expansion for the particular information. So this is there are 5 types of LLM evaluation from level 1 to level 5. So we will see one by one. We'll see one by one automatic evaluation metrics. It is usually mainly used in research areas. That is a common metrics. So blue, it is a translation quality. How the data will be translated, the quality will be checked. And the row, that is a summarization. We get the data in LLM, it will be summarized. So it will check the summarization quality. And meta, it is a quality assurance evaluation. And BERT score, it is a semantic similarity. What is meant by semantic similarity? It is a whether it's a meaningful one or not. So the word may be good. Good is similar semantic for better. So better is also somewhat semantic. Is good is equivalent to good. So bad is a one word is equivalent to word is a worst. So more or less same. Some of the people they are using sentiment analysis. They are using bad. Some of the people they are using worst product. Some of the people they are using bad product. So the semantic similarity also evaluated. So one of the limitation, the high score, that is the best human like answer. So this is an automatic evaluation metric. What will be the accuracy based evaluation? It is used fact based. Accuracy means we are whether the information is original or not. That is a fact based. Example like MCQ, objective questions, coding output. What are the metrics we are using? Accuracy. There is a we are using some accuracy measures F1 and so many accuracy measures are available, and the exact match and the F1 score accuracies also. So example, what is capital of India? It is New Delhi. So meaning of capital, meaning of India is differ means it will give the wrong output. So the fact is capital of India is New Delhi. So that is the main accuracy based on the LLM. Next one is benchmark based evaluation. So benchmark, that is a standard AI test data set is available. So some examples: glue, super glue, that is a language understanding. So what we type in grammatical and something etc. So that is a language understanding. MMLLU, that is a multi-domain knowledge. So already we told LLM is a multi-dimensional evaluation, not a whether right or wrong, or not a single dimension or single aspects. So the third one is big bench. It is one of the example. It will give the investigate evaluated reasoning ability and human evaluation, that is the coding skill. Example, some AI models is available. Human evaluation, that is human judge AI response manually. So what we get the input. So we read the input. Oh no, these are the information I'm not expected. So we can change the prompt. So the evaluation criteria, the relevance of the data, the fluency and grammar, completeness, logical flow, hallucination detection. Because you are giving, so what we trained in LLM, that is we don't know. So but what we prompt given, so based on that, so you give the same content based on student, it will give some different aspects of content. You will give the advanced learners, it will give some other topics. So human evaluation is very important. Next, text-based or real-time evaluation. So that is a real-world performance, the teaching assistant chatbot, and the question paper generation, research paper drafting, and the coding assistant. So these are some real-time evaluation. So we are preparing some data and given as LLM, check whether the existing product is available, existing authors is available. It will give some trained data. Based on the trained data, it will give some output. Then real-time system evaluation, it is used in the deployed systems, that is consistency answer, cost per query, user satisfaction. So next type of evaluation, safety, bias, and ethical evaluation. So we know that ethical bias is the gender. Some of the data is based on the focused on some gender or some caste based. So underground operations, they are giving some malpractice. It will give same type of output whatever the give as a prompt. So that type of information is some biased information. Some informations may be a toxic and a harmful responses. These are some examples. What are the popular tools for LLM evaluation? What are the popular tools? So already, so popular tools, that is a OpenAI, Evals, and a Lang Smith, and a TrueLens, and a RAG systems, RAGAS. It is used for research industries, research applications, industries, and AI product testing. So based on that LLM evaluation, we know that. So once again, I will shortly recap. So LLM is based on the 5 types of LLM: automatic, human evaluation, task-based, safety and ethics, and system. So some more classification: automatic evaluation metrics, accuracy-based evaluation, benchmark evaluation, human evaluation, text-based or real-time evaluation, real-time system evaluation, safety, bias, and tools and framework. So based on these 8 type of evaluation, and these are some popular tools also available. So from that topic, so evaluation, what we get in output, the takeaway of this evaluation, it is a multi-dimensional one, not a single dimensional, not a two-dimensional, whether it is a correct or wrong, whether it is a neutral one, so that is different. With all the aspects. What are all the aspects? What I told previously, 8 aspects. So these are the some 8 aspects. These 8 aspects, the data can be evaluated and it will give the output to the users. No single metric is sufficient. So not at all possible. How can we evaluate a single metrics? It is a very good data, it is a very good generative data. That is not at all possible. Human judgment is essential because they always computer is a machine. So programming what we write in coding, based on that coding only, it will give the output. So there is some is like that. So what we trained, what we trained, what are the inputs we are given, based on that only it will give the data. So as a human, we have sixth sense, we have intelligence. Then we have to evaluate what we will get the data. Again, we can refine the data. Then safety and ethicals are very critical, and evaluation ensures. This is the final word. Evaluation ensure trustworthy of AI. So we are mostly all the industries depending upon the AI. So all the works comes under that with the heading of AI based fan, AI based smart intelligence fan. They all are AI. So now how it will be evaluated, how it is a trust one. So the evaluation single line take away, the evaluation ensure the trustworthy of AI. Next, we move on to hallucination evaluation. Already we spoke, already we seen, no issues. So, what is explainability in LLM? We'll go to in depth. So, understanding why LLM gave particular output, how it is reached that decision. Then, unlike traditional software, step-by-step logic, so learn from billions of parameters, use probability, pattern, and context. Do not follow fixed rule reasoning, so their decision can feel like black box. So in black box, already we studied about the testing, white box testing, and the black box testing. White box testing means we're giving some input. The process will be explicit to the users and we will get the output. That type of testing is called white box testing. But in black box testing, we will we will give the input to the operations, but inside the black box, we don't know how the operations will done, but we will get the output. That is we testing the basic classification of testing, white box testing and black box testing. The same like that. So based on the multi-model, based on the multiple probability, multiple pattern, multiple context, multiple billions of parameters, it will it will do some block box operations. So simply we'll tell that definition about the explainability. Explainability in LLMs are ability to interpret, justify the values, and understand the reasoning behind model generated responses. So everything as a human we expect just interpret how you told like this. So I told some human you are a very worst fellow. How how I am worst fellow? You interpret, you justify. You ask some we ask some human being the same type of information we will get it from AI. So why the information's giving like this? How it can be justified? Then how it is reason why it is giving data? So it is like a human. We compare human transaction, human communication between two peoples in angry fighting and etc. Then something. So this is a why explainability matters, especially in the education research. What is the importance for explainability? So in teaching, faculty must know if AI answers are reliable before sharing the students. So nowadays, most of the notes preparation, question bank preparation, and what are learning material preparations comes under that. Anyhow, we prepared in get it from AI. Again, the faculty members have to verify once again. So second one is assessment, need to verify AI assisted output, and research, there is a transparency for account and ethics and accountability. These are some aspects we go for explainability. So LLM is very hard to explain because we interpret, justify, and understanding. But the difficult, very very difficult to explain, justify the data because the scale, the data scale is a very massive, like billions of weights. No human can trace all the computations. Emergent behavior. LLM sometimes shows skills not explicitly programmed and probabilistic nature. LLM don't choose correct answers. They choose most likely next words. They are choose most likely next words. So these are some drawbacks to explainability is in proper way. So these are some types of explainability. One is called internal explainability. Second one is output level explainability. Internal explainability, that is a model level. That is we don't know what will happen, etc. So this is the attention and visualization, neuron analysis, and layer wise probing. That is mainly used for AI researchers, not an end user. But output level explainability, it is a user level, it is a focused on end users. So there is a chain of thought. So the model explains step by step reasoning. Why it will give the this type of data. It will interpret the data. It will what is the justification of the data, understanding of data. So if it is not done, again it will ask. Now I will give these alternate also. The LLM will tell that if you not is satisfied, I am also give these aspects also. So that is a called chain of thoughts. We can refine and refine. We can change the queries, enhance the thread, enhance the thread. Automatically, the data can. That is a chain of thoughts. Then rational generation. The model give justification to the answers and the confidential indication, that is to certain, and the source attributions. These are the some output level explainability is related to the user level. It can be used for teacher, student, and professionals. So this one is the example for better understanding, classroom demonstration for the teachers. How the explainability will work. So in question we ask ChatGPT, why is climate is change increasing extreme weather event? Why is climate change increasing extreme weather event? So this time very hot, this time heavy rain, this time so many clouds are available, so many clouds rate high, air pollution is more. So in normal LLM answer, the climate increases global temperature, it will lead to more evaporation, stronger storms, and shifting weather pattern. But explainable AI, that is an explainable chain of thought answer, it will give more specific. It will interpret that information, justify the information, and understanding. So climate change rises, global temperature, warmer air, cold moisture. This leads to heavier rainfall. Higher ocean temperature also intensifies storms. These combined effect increase the extreme weather event. So you compare previous two input, the above output, we see about the moisture word, warmer word, heavier rainfall word, then ocean temperature, no word is available. Intensify, not available. So you see what will be the explainable, where the explainability used in LLM. So with the help of this clear, interpret and justify and understanding of information, we get easier to trust, easier to verify, and easier to teach. So this is a simple example for how the explainability used in LLM. So these are some key techniques. That is key techniques. That is attention map. That is some techniques available. Chain of thought technique already I told. RAG already we know that retrieval augmented generation. Then post ad hoc explanation tools. These are some key techniques related to the explainability. Challenges, again we know that the challenges, again we know that hallucination and etc. The major challenges, the explainability versus accuracy. You see, model behavior, correct answer plus good explanation, that is ideal. Correct answer plus wrong explanation, that is possible. Wrong answer plus confident explanation is a very dangerous one. So entirely the concept, entirely the change the scenario. Then refuses with the uncertainty, that is often safer. So the wrong answer plus confident explanation is a very dangerous one for the users, because some of the peoples that trust the AI data, automatically it will goes to the wrong directions. So this is the explainability. Then we move on to third important and final important LLM, that is LLM concept, that is called responsible LLM. Responsible, that is, in responsible LLM, it concentrate on three. One is called ethics, bias, and governance. So these responsible LLM nowadays, there most of the political parties and the business peoples, they are using with the, we change the customer mind, we change the customer behavior with the help of these responsible LLMs. If you give trained data in wrong manner, it will give the wrong projection about the people, product, or whatever the cases. So what is responsible AI? That is a fair, it should be transparent, it should be accountable, it should be safe, and it should be pervasive. And it should be pervasive. So why responsible LLM? We know that designing, deploying, and using LLM model, that is ethically and safely and fairly and transparent and accountable. So this is ensuring. What is the main single line statement? We are using a responsible LLM. So AI benefits society without causing harm. Without causing harm. Based on that LLM output, it will give some wrong projection to the wrong people. It will lead to the so many democracy problems. So LLM are now used in education, healthcare assistant, customer support, legal drafting, government services. If not handled properly, what not handled properly? The responsible LLM is not handled properly. What will be the drawback and what will be the outcome? That is the information going to be a misinformation. Bias, that is discrimination. Privacy leaks, harmful or unsafe advice, and over reliance on AI decisions. So, if the responsible LLM is not working properly, it is going to be a very dangerous situation to the peoples or what people they are using in LLM. So this is the main objective. What are the core pillars of responsible LLM? First one is fairness and bias mitigation. What are the risk? What are the risk available? Gender stereotypes. Then caste religion bias. We know that so many people, so many LLM go, so many site. We are talking about the some caste peoples. Then then racial bias, language bias. So Tamil, Hindi, language bias, English dominant. What will be the solution? The training data set will be the diverse training data set. The bias evaluation benchmark is available. Debiasing technique can be used. Human review of output is also used. So fairness and bias mitigation is very important from internet data. Then what about safety and harm prevention? So LLM can generate hate speech, self-harm content, criminal instructions like a terrorist informations or etc. and misinformation. So to avoid this type of information, the responsible LLM, as a responsible LLM company people, they are using content filtering, safety fine tuning algorithms, and red teaming and clear refusal policies. So AI should be helpful, must refuse harmful requests. So responsible AM is a very, very core pillar. One is the fairness and bias mitigation. What will be the possible and how to overcome this. Safety and harm, what are the possible and how to overcome this. Then privacy and data protection. So personal data, confidential information, training data. Nowadays it's very, very easy. Nowadays it's very, very easy. You give a prompt for a particular person. What are the links available, persons related to the media or internet? They will give all the data. So in case the data will be private, it will give some errors and it will secure some deployment options also. Then transparency and explainability, that is, and is also then for last one is accountability and governance. Accountability and governance means now we have lot of policies after AI intervention in government cyber crime, and also we have lot of policies and protocols available. So as a responsible ecosystem, the developer can safe design and testing, the organizations that is an ethical deployment, and the user that can use properly, and the government can implement or the inclusive of regulations and standards. What are the content used in social medias and internet. So in finally, what will be the responsible ALM and responsible LLM lifecycle diagram. So at each stage, first we collect the data, collect the information, we train the model, the training, and the safety testing and the deployment and the monitoring, and it will give the improvement or enhancement the data. So that is, it will check the at each stage, it will check the bias information is available or not. Yeah, it will check the any safety concern data is available or not. Again, it will check the any privacy information is available or not. Again, it will continuously monitor. So each and every, before producing the LLM data from the LLM output, it will be checked each sequentially for each stage, whether it is a data is biased, whether data is a safety, whether data is be privacy, whether data should be transparency, whether it's a data it will be follow the government governance and accountability. So based on all these aspects, so as a LLM company people like ChatGPT or Gemini or Cloud or whatever the case, the people all will develop the software with the help of these three aspects. What three aspects? The what content will delivered or produced, it will be evaluated based on different evaluation mechanism. Then why and how the data will be generated, that is called explainability. How the data will be trustfulness and biasfulness and ethically. So as a LLM companies, we follow these type of methods and techniques and concepts before producing or getting delivered to data to the prompt. So this is the very major, because all the models available, all the different type of model, all the data is available, all the models data, training data is available, but the output is very, very important. So before output, this is the last stage. This is the last stage. So after evaluation, explainability and responsible, we will get the LLM output. So, and finally, I will recap. And finally, the summary and takeaway from these topics. We studied about evaluation of LLM is a multi-dimensional one with respect to not a single dimension, or whether it's a right or wrong is not good. Then explainability is it builds the trust and adoption, and the responsible AI is mandatory. It is not an optional one. It's a optional one. It is a very, very essential and mandatory, because it will check the privacy, bias, and transparency and guidelines, government guidelines also. So these are the single line takeaway from these three topics. So hope you understand somewhat better before that. With you one small example, I will show one small example for this, how the evaluation done in practically.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving a wonderful session, sir.
Thank you, madam. Nowadays, wait a minute, madam. Small, how the evaluation by LLM. Small example for better understanding of
Okay.
the participants.
So we are going to understand evaluation of LLM. It's a small language model, works with PyTorch. First, we import the required libraries. So we import Torch, which is a core of PyTorch library used for tensor operation. Then we import Torch NN, which contain all neural network related components like layers and loss function. So in this program, if we give a character, then predict the next characters. It's a main goal of this program. So here is the train text. So hello world. So it's a training test. Even this, though this looks very small, it's enough to demonstrate how to language model learn patterns. So first we convert text to numbers, since computer do not understand characters directly. So we create a vocabulary. So we take all the characters into text and keep only unique characters using set. This remove duplicates like multiple L. In this program, hello, it has 3 L's. So to remove the duplicates like L, then we convert it back into a list. After that, we create 2 important dictionaries. The first dictionary map each character is a unique number. For example, I may become 0, E may become 1, L may become 2, and so on. This is called character to index mapping. The second dictionary does the opposite. It maps number back to character. This is useful when we want to convert a model prediction back into readable text. The number of unique characters is called vocabulary size. This value is very important because it determines so how many embedding we need. So how many outputs of the model should produce. Now comes data preparation. We are using supervised learning. That means we give the model both and the input and output and the correct output. We move through the text one character at a time. For each character, the input is the correct character and the target is the next character. So for example, input is height, target is E. Input is E, target is L. Input is L, target is L as well as target O. So the model lands if I see this character, then next one is like this. So once we collect all the input and targets, we convert into PyTorch tensor because and neural network model which called mini LLM. So this class inherit from NN module, which is the base class for all neural network. So inside the constructor, we first call super function. This initialize PyStarch internal tracking parameters. Then we define the first layer, an embedding layer. This layer convert each character into 10-dimensional vectors. So instead of treating characters as simple numbers, the model lands meaningful numeric representations. Next, we define fully connected layers. This layers takes 10-dimensional embedding and convert into score for each character in a vocabulary. The score indicates how likely each character is to be the next one. So next we define a forward function. This tell PyTorch how data flows through the network. First input indicates go into the embedding layer. Then embedding goes into the linear layer. Finally, the model return raw prediction scores. Next, we create a model objective vocabulary size. Then we define a loss function. We use cross entropy loss. So, which contain which is commonly used for classification problems. Here, predicting next characters is a multi-class classifier task. After that, we define an optimizer Adam. So the optimizer job is to adjust the model weights so that loss becomes smaller over time. Now comes the training loop. We train the model for 200 iterations. This means the model see the same data 200 times and improve gradually. In each iteration, we pass the input through the model. We calculate the loss by comparing prediction which actually targets. We clear old gradients. We compute new gradient using back propagation. We update the weight using the optimizer. So each iteration increases, the loss becomes smaller, meaning the model learn the characters pattern. Once the training is complete, we move to the evaluation. So that is prediction. So we define a function that takes a single character as input. First, the character is converted into index. Then it passes through the trained model. The model produces scores for all characters. We select the character which is highest score using argument max function. So finally, we convert the evaluation index back into the character. So when we click the model, when comes after H, the model predict E. So if we run, if we give E, that predict L. So if we change to L, so it also produce O or D. It gives three options, L, O, D. So maybe it will be changes. So based on the prediction. So this is a foundation idea of behind the LLM, just a very small scale. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Dear participants, please raise your doubts. Please ask your doubts. Dear participants, you can ask your doubt in chat also.
Okay, madam.
Dear participants, please raise your doubts. You can ask in chat. Sir, shall we wind up, sir?
Yes, madam. Thank you, participants. Thanks for your support. Madam, we wind up, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So thank you, my dear participants. Kindly put your feedback and quiz in our WhatsApp group. Okay, we will meet on next session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.